All right, guys, this is number 67, episode number 67. So this is my second video about Project 2020. So I have a friend, Evan, that is big into Project 2020, and he's kind of got me hooked a little bit. And the more I look at Blake Jamison's work, the more that I want to get back into it. So his favorite artist is Blake Jamison. So this is him. So if you're not familiar with Project 2020, so Topps, to kind of celebrate, they're about 70 years making sports cards. And it's 70 years right there. Just got these today. So they decided to commemorate some of the players that have iconic cards. So I think 19 of them have to do with Topps, and then one is Bowman, I think, Mariano Rivera. But they picked 20 iconic cards. They found 20 artists to kind of give their take on that iconic card. So to give you a little background about Blake Jamison, I read his bio and kind of tried to learn a little bit about him. Born in '85, just like me, so we're same age, born in San Francisco. Went to school to work with digital marketing, and he decided he wanted to kind of try a new adventure with his life. He went to Spain for 5 weeks to look for some inspiration. He was inspired by the street art in Spain, so he's kind of got a style that resembles kind of the street art. Yeah, and he was approached by Topps to do his take on 20 different iconic Topps cards. I find his story interesting. I know on Twitter I just looked at some of his posts, and he had a post in May where kind of gave kind of his story about his adventure getting into the art world. And he mentioned that he had to move back into his parents at 30 because he was kind of a new up-and-coming artist, tried to kind of figure out his place in the community. He collaborated with Terrell Owens, made some really unique art for him. He mentioned on here that he couldn't afford art supplies, so he negotiated a deal with a local art store to get a discount in exchange for teaching workshops about digital marketing. He's a hustler, so trying to make it work. Didn't have everything situated, but I like his story. He also said in here, 100+ strategic gifts, so free painting kind of to get his name out. So a huge part of building my brand was working for free, and free isn't even the right word. I paid for materials, shipping, and spent time on my art. So being an artist is very, very challenging. So a lot of times for all the work you do, you don't get the money back. So he's found kind of a nice niche with sports, and I wish him the best of luck. He's got talent, there's no doubt about that. So what he offered, and I don't think other artists offered some of these things that he did. So he's really grabbed hold of the Project 2020, and he's now doing the Project 70. He also did a collaboration with Topps with the 1951 set. So what I'm going to share with you are his 20 cards. So these are the 20 cards that he created over the course of the pandemic year, 2020. I think they started making these like in March, February-March timeframe. And every day they had a new card that came out. So 400 cards in the set, because 20 artists times 20 cards is 400 different unique cards. And each was based on pre-order purchasing. So then they made exactly how many cards were pre-ordered. So what Blake Jamison offered to his fans is you could send him the cards that you bought. He would autograph them, put a sticker on there as kind of like the certification for the autograph, and then send them back. I don't know what the cost was for those, but Evan did that with all 20 of them. So it was a cool art piece having those 20. And he brought it over to my house when we were doing some trading, and he said this would be a really cool video, and I totally agree. So I'm not an expert in Blake Jamison or Project 2020, but I thought this would be just a cool thing to share. So this is card number 18. Nolan Ryan. So on the real rookie card, he's on there with Jerry Koosman in 1969. Second card, 1984 Topps, Don Mattingly. So one of my favorite cards in my collection is a 1981 minor league Don Mattingly, Nashville something, and the sponsor of that card was Arby's restaurant. So you had to be in the area of Arby's in Nashville to get that card. So that's one of my favorite cards. Jackie Robinson. You can see his autograph on there. So every one of those is autographed by the one and only Blake Jamieson. Jackie Robinson, 52 tops. One of the most iconic sets. A lot of big name rookie cards in that set. Rickey Henderson, 1980 tops. I think it's 78 tops is Eddie Murray or Paul Molitor. I get all those mixed up. Carlton Fisk is in there too. But Rickey Henderson. One of the cool Project 2020 cards I have is he's wearing a cape on there. I can't remember what artist that was. But out of the 20 artists, Blake Jamieson's definitely up there for me. I would say the short list, Sophia Chang and Blake Jamieson are my two favorite. But now that I'm learning more about Blake Jamieson, I think it's going to be him. I like his story, I like his hustle. You gotta do work. Especially during a pandemic, you gotta adjust your game, modify how you run businesses. Mike Trout, looking for the original Mike Trout right now. If you have $1,800 just kind of sitting around, you can purchase a BGS 9 of this card, which is a huge discount from, let's say, 3 years ago. If you're looking, I'm looking. Mariano Rivera, 92 Bowman. I have this unique talent where I could tell you the year of almost every rookie card. Working at a card shop, enjoying the hobby for 30 years. It's a hidden talent, what can I say? All right, Willie Mays, Say Hey Kid. Got his autograph picture hanging up in my living room because that's what cool people do. They have card studios in their kitchen, they have a million cards in their garage, and they have pictures of this guy in their living room. My kids love it. Okay. Ichiro is from 2001 Topps. Awesome card. Before I got that, this is one that I had not seen. It's card number 169, so this would have been issued around June or July. Ted Williams. I got his autograph right behind me there. Ted Williams. Very cool card. So it's the 1954 Topps. He actually had two different versions of 54 Topps. Really unique. The kid, Ken Griffey Jr. I wouldn't have thought pink background would have been the right thing to do, but man, looks sharp. Pink background and the backwards cap, it works. I like it. I love the designs of these. Dwight Gooden, 1985 Topps. This is one card buying collections I never find. I think these were, when I buy collections, these might have been the treasures. I mean, he was a big, big, big name in the 80s and early 90s. So I think people that had that didn't want to get rid of it. Dwight Gooden. Oof, one of my favorite players. Cal Ripken. I would say if I could keep one of these, it might be the Cal Ripken. So this is an 82 Topps traded. He has an 83 Topps, I believe, where he's sharing a card, I believe. I got those right. 84 Mattingly, I think it's 83 Ripken. Oh, I love that card. So I got a massive Cal Ripken collection of about 4,000. I don't think I've bought a whole lot of Cal Ripken. I just accumulate a lot when I buy collections. So I have about 1.5 to 2 million cards. He's in a lot of sets. He had the career that he played from the late 80s to 90s. Those are cards that I have a lot of. Sandy Koufax. So one of the things that I mentioned when I made the other Project 2020 video is I love the card designs that resemble the original original design of the card. This is an exception. It's such a simple design, but I love it. It looks really cool. Great picture of him. The yellow works. Yellow looks good. So the left arm of God, Sandy Koufax. Very cool. And those Brooklyn Dodger hat, that's cool. Derek Jeter. So he is probably the player that I've bought the most of for PSA graded cards. So I probably got maybe 30 PSA rookies of Derek Jeter. Probably 10 of them are tops. And I'm just looking for that PSA 8 grade. I'm satisfied with that. Looking for the price point of about 50 bucks. I think it's an extremely safe investment. So anytime on eBay where I can see a 93 tops PSA 8 Derek Jeter for about 48 to 52, I buy it. But great design. All right, George Brett. George Brett. Background's unique. Got kind of rainbow going on there. I like it. So this is a 1975. So the design, if you've seen the original card, it's kind of a unique color background. I like how he did that. Roberto Clemente. So his life was cut way, way short back in his playing days. I think it was a plane crash, maybe, if I remember right. So Roberto Clemente, his original rookie was 1955 tops. Very cool. Tony Gwynn. So this is 83 tops. Tony Gwynn. That photo, this one looks familiar, but I think this photo might be different. I could be wrong. I know I have a bunch of these original ones. I didn't notice that before, Mr. Padre. Tony Gwynn. He died way too early too. One of the best hitters of all time, I think died of mouth cancer from chewing tobacco. But a lot of people would say that he was one of the best pure hitters ever to play. Ooh. Frank Thomas even decided to do the no-name error card, which is extremely rare. He's got the important name on there. That's where he signed. So #1 draft pick in probably 1989. Ooh, just reading the back. He's done works for Howie Mandel. And I knew Gary Vee. Oh, and 350 professional athletes. On his website it said 250. So if you're watching this, just update your website. 350, that's impressive. I don't doubt it, and this is towards the end of his set, so maybe it changed. 18 is still the same. All right. And I guarantee your work is so good, you shouldn't have to do any more free work from now on. Oh, that's so cool. All right, and the last one, card number 392, Bob Gibson. One of the best pitchers of all time. So this is from 1959, Robert Gibson. Yeah, another question I was thinking, I'd be interested to know, which one are you most proud of? And which one, looking back, you like, I'm not a big fan of that. I wish I could redo that. Because I'm sure with every single painting that you did, you have such a unique story with each one. And I want to say, I think there was a video you posted making this one. So he, more than anybody else, I think he's done a great job in social media kind of getting his name out. I think he made a video where he kind of like showed him making this card. So if you search for Blake Jamieson on YouTube, I'm guessing you can find more information there. After the video, I'll do my own little investigating too. But very cool. So these are 20 autographed cards of Blake Jamieson. So these are his 20 pieces of art. It's hard to believe that these aren't an amazing investment opportunity too. Evan mentioned that he has 2 sets of these. And he's like, would you ever want to buy one? And after making the video, I'm kind of like, yes, I kind of do. He's really cool. All right, well, I guess I got to do a thumbnail, so, you know, I just got to pick my favorite ones. Got to go a little Cal Ripken. Oh, yeah. What a great combo. So Ripken, Griffey, and Ted Williams. That's awesome. How about that for a thumbnail? Pause it there. Let's do a couple takes just in case. That's not working. No, that's creepy. Yeah, I think the original one. Yeah, okay, that's weird. All right, whoa, if you've actually finished watching the video, thank you. Kind of shocked, but leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Share it with your neighbor and your cousin and your hairstylist. Share it with them because we got to get subscribers up. We got 80 right now. We got 80 subscribers. 100 would be awesome. That would be awesome. All right, thanks for watching. We will see you next time.